So it got me here. Ooh, and I should show some pictures of him too. Let's see. This is my little boy. Ultrasounds are so fuzzy, but hopefully you can kind of see it. Cover up my name, I guess. With his profile. I like kind of doing it that way too because it looks, I don't know, like you're looking at him upright. I don't know if I can really see too much, but at least from the profile picture on the ultrasound, I think he's going to look like Tony, my fiance, personally. And his mom thinks that same thing too. It just looks like Tony's nose in that picture. But there's that one. And then here is a picture of him sucking his thumb. See that? He's sucking his thumb. And this one, gotta show this one. Okay, this is the boy picture. And if you can see, there's a thigh. You're looking at his butt basically, like he's bent over. Like this is his butt right here. And there's a thigh coming down. And there's a thigh coming down there. And then right in between, there's a little arrow there. There's a little boy part. So that's obviously boy. So we're excited. But it's God, it's so tough because we finally, after this many years, it looks like we're going to have a healthy child, but with all the stuff that I had to go through to get to this point, as far as not being able to work and so on, and with the economy taking a right now, and Tony being self-employed, it has really put us in a position that we did not expect to be in at this point in our lives. We're getting ready to have our first child, and to be in a financial position where I'm wondering how in the heck I'm going to go and buy baby stuff. I'm wondering how in the heck I'm going to buy a crib, how I'm going to buy diapers, we don't have any money. Because like I said, they took me out for the whole first trimester. So I wasn't able to make any money. And I really wasn't making that much money to begin with anyway, because I'd only been there for a few years. You have to, when you're a flight attendant, you really have to be there for several years before the money starts adding up. In the very beginning, for the first 4 or 5 years, you're really not making very much. When you get some seniority behind you, yeah, it pays off when you're there after a while. But in the beginning, you're really not making crap. And that's where I was. I really wasn't making that much money to begin with. And they take me out for 2.5 months, and I'm not making a dime. And, you know, all of a sudden Tony's customers aren't paying him. And it crippled us. And I kind of fought with my doctor once we got to a certain point, and I said, you know, no, so hold on, my cat. She wants to jump up there and say hi. You know, of course, I told her, I said, this is amazing, this is fantastic that I'm now pregnant and we've gotten this far, but I need to go back to work. I need to make some money so I can even pay for this, maintain my health insurance and all that. And so I finally did get the release to go back to work, but it's tough because, well, again, I got released to go back to work, but that meant I was gone from home for a month. And flight attendants actually have a pretty high rate of miscarriage because of different things that are going on with your body when you're in the air. Pressure changes, of course turbulence is a big issue. You don't want to jar yourself around, and turbulence can definitely happen. I've had it happen several times. I've had some scary moments. So I got released to go back, but I'd only been there back to work for about a month, and I was having problems. Obviously, when you're pregnant and you get sick, you can't take many medications, and I got cat fur on my lip. And my cats are going to start fighting here in a second, so if you hear them start, they're going to start fighting. Don't fight. Don't fight. It's okay. You love each other. So, yeah, I was starting to get sick, and I couldn't really take medications and stuff. And of course, I was going through we had an LA flight one time that got pretty turbulent, and it made me nervous because I was getting bounced around pretty good. Anyway, went back to my doctor after being there, and I had ended up, because I couldn't take my medication for my illness, and I was flying with bad sinus issues and all this stuff, I ended up with really, really, really bad ear block. My right ear completely closed up, and they had to take me out of flying because if I would have flown with the ear block, it would have busted my eardrum. And I couldn't take anything to help relieve that any faster. And so, anyway, long story short, if you have a normal pregnancy and everything goes right, you're not allowed to fly past 27 weeks with this company that I'm working for. Anyway, it's just too dangerous. The company won't allow it. They decided, my doctor and my company decided that with my history to take me out even earlier. So like I said, I went back to work for a month, and now I'm out again, permanently. And so I'm on this, I'm on maternity leave really early. I still feel like I can work, I just can't do the flight attendant stuff. But now that I'm back home, nobody around here, because I live in a very, very small town, nobody around here wants to hire somebody who's, 5-6 months pregnant. Boy. Knowing that I'm going to have to leave in another couple months, and I'm not going to be around, so nobody wants to hire me. I think I got it. I think. So, yeah, we're just beside ourselves. We don't know how in the world. I mean, I can't even tell you how it just puts me in tears, because we're both in our 30s now, and I just never dreamed we'd be in this position, having our first kid and not being able to pay for things. I want to be able to get a nice crib. I want to be able to get nice furniture. I want to be able to get nice clothes and just cute stuff, and be able to take maternity pictures and all these other things, and I can't do it. Because I don't have any money at all. We've used our savings. We've used We've used everything. So anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are going through these same issues. I know we're going to figure it out. I know we will. I know in my heart that it's, in a few years, we're going to look back at this and go, woo, that was tough, but we did it, we made it, and it was all worth it. I know there's never any perfect time to have a baby. You just kind of have to make it happen, make it work, and I know we will. But